Hi, my name is Buck Giebelhaus, and I'm honored to be the lead pastor here at North Point. You know, one of the things I love about living in Greater Austin, and one of the things I love about North Point existing in Greater Austin, is that we live in such an incredible city. Meaning, if you were to make a list of all the most influential cities in the entire world, did you know that you would put Greater Austin on that list? Isn't that pretty incredible? Because anytime you have a city of over 1.5 million people, a city that actually has arts and entertainment, politics, education, technology, all in the same place, that's a city that actually influences the world. That's a city that perhaps could even change the world. And I love the fact that North Point exists in such an incredible, influential city. But you know the thing that keeps me up at night? The thing that gets me up in the morning, the thing that drives me throughout the day, you know, of course besides coffee, is this fact. Now listen to this. Is that in this influential city of over 1.5 million people, did you know that 83%, approximately 1.3 million people, would raise their hand and go, you know what, I just don't attend church. Or raise their hand and go, you know, I just don't find that much value in church. And that's one of those things that deeply disturbs me. And so one of North Point's visionary goals is to see every man, woman, and child in the next 20 years hear the gospel of Jesus Christ. Now that's a pretty incredible goal, to actually see every person in Greater Austin hear the gospel of Jesus Christ in the next 20 years. That's going to require God to do some pretty amazing things. But one of the questions you may have today is, well, Buck, that's great in the next 20 years, but what about today? How can I get involved in that today? So on February 7th, we launched our first ever visionary investment. It's called the 2010 Visionary Investment, where we picked 5 strategic areas to actually invest in. Now these 5 areas we believe will position North Point to actually see our visionary goal become a reality. Will actually fuel every man, woman, and child hearing the gospel in the next 20 years into reality. And so you may have the question, well, that sounds great, but Buck, how can I get involved? Well, really it's to start with kind of getting ready. And that just means to pray, to ask the hard questions of God, to say, God, how's it you want me to be involved? How's it that you want our family to be involved? From there, it's to actually get involved, to go, this is what God said, and actually follow through with what God told you. That's to get involved. And then from there, it's to get excited, because we love celebrating. We love creating a celebratory environment where we continue to celebrate what God has done. You know, and one of the things I love about the Bible is this, is that it's so relevant to our lives. And there's a passage in the Bible that says this. It says basically that God has put you in this time and this place for amazing purposes. And you know what? I believe God has put every single one of us in this incredible, influential city that perhaps could even change the world for an incredible purpose, to where we could find ourselves saying, we will never be the same.